Today I'm reviewing this 4-stroke. Yes, 4-stroke auger. Let's do it. As I said in the intro, this is a 4-stroke. I've had one before and I loved it. One of the big selling points for me, or buying points for a 4-stroke, last time I used it, they didn't have that nasty bite and kick you got from a 2-stroke. Everyone would keep telling me about how they bite and kick and carry on, but I never found that with a 4-stroke. Anyway, proof's in the pudding. We'll see how it goes later on. This one is a, let me show you, a Baumr AG, Baumr AG, whatever it is, 4-stroke. I've had a few Baumr AGs before. The chainsaw with that wonderful chain that I put on, link above, it is a Baumr AG, and it's done brilliantly. Like the old 4-strokes too, they're a bit more cooperative with me than a 2-stroke. We get on better. Anyway, it is pretty much a Honda copy again, like the post hole driver that I've got. What can I tell you about it? 80 Newton meters of torque, I believe it has, 38 cc's. It comes with a 100mm auger and a 600mm extension pole. If you're not familiar with auger Baumr, this is how their manuals come. All their manuals are online. Good tip, download them first, have either a paper copy or on your phone or something, so that even if you're out of range. It comes with, I'm quite impressed with this one, there's some things that were thought put into, not just a tool bag for your tools, but a good assortment of tools. We've got our little spark plug, a couple of Allen keys, a spanner, another Allen key and a Phillips head, as well as spare pins for your shaft. Really handy, and I like the fact that it is in the tool bag. Not too many do that. Feels quite substantial actually, pretty decent. Little itty bitty measuring cup, a beaker, for topping up the oil. Don't forget to top up the oil. They've got it everywhere, but people always do it. I've mentioned this before on one of my other videos. When you're topping it up, or you're putting new oil in there in an oil change, all you need to do is just, to the end of the threads, just touch it. If there's a little bit of oil on the bottom like there is there, you are bang on the mark. You can go through the effort of screwing it in and then screwing it out to see that it's on the mark, but I've found there's a little bitty bit of oil right on the tip of the dipstick when you just touch it on the end. For me, that means I've got just the right amount of oil in there. Use it at your will. It works for me. This was a real surprise, not just a funnel, but a funnel with a screen, an actual mesh. How good is that? So now I can fuel this thing up. I've been wanting to get one for a while, but now I've got one, thanks to getting this. I also got a 250mm and a 300mm. I don't know if you can see that. This is 300mm with, I'll show you, I'll give you a little close up. So this 300mm has your clay teeth and your scraper. Really handy combination, because this breaks up the clay really well, and that then scrapes it up to send it up the spiral. So that's our 300mm. This will be a real test. for this little machine, if it can do 300mm. I hope it can, because I need to. These two are bought separately, by the way. With the auger, you get this stuff here and the manual that blew away. That's what you get with it. But we got the 250 and the 300. Should have just got the 300, to be honest. But anyway, we've got the 250 there. It's going to be handy for doing small holes for planting trees and that. This is going to be great for posts, especially on the corners. And this one is for the Homestead. Pretty good. Anyway, what I'm going to do now, I've put the oil in it already, so we'll put some fuel in there, and we'll take all this stuff off, and I can show you if it starts or not, how many goes it takes on a brand new fresh engine. And then with this little bit, I'm going to see if I can dig in this miserable ground. That's a test. Test 1, how long it takes to start. Test 2, how effective is a very cheap, basic 100mm auger. Choke off. Power on. Primes. Always slow out. Get a more effective prime. It doesn't matter how fast you go up, but releasing it slow, I found, makes all the difference. Okay. Choke on. Choke off. Little bit of throttle. Ooh. That was with choke off. Awesome. Let it rumble for a bit to warm up. A few moments later. There you go. Not exactly easy ground. And as you saw, you do get the bite, but there's more control with the 4-stroke. For me, I think 4-stroke will make it a lot easier in this sort of ground. We'll see how we go with the 300. there you go. For me, when it comes to post hole diggers, I like 4-stroke. Not easy to find, but worth it. There's the brand once again. And a bit of a look around. You got your electrical cutoff, on-off switch, throttle there. Of course, choke, on-off. I think they've got that the wrong way around. And your priming bulb. Beautiful. Oh, another feature. More and more are doing it, so it's not really a feature anymore, but more and more are putting on the slinky string. Some people don't like it. I do. There she is, Mrs. Wild on the Land Rover of quads. Check out the link if you want to see my review on that one. So that's my very brief review on the 4-stroke auger. If you want to see me use this in anger, like, subscribe, and tune in for our Homestead build series. There's this and many other tools going to be used. Lots of tips and tricks. Anywho, people, thanks again for joining in. Time to put this to some serious work. And we will see you next time at Wild Homesteading.